All across Thailand, there are extraordinary statues of the Buddha. In this video, I will count down the top 10 tallest statues of the Buddha in Thailand. This list is different from any other list of the tallest Buddha statues that you will find for 3 reasons. First, the ranking of the Buddha statues is based on the height of the Buddha image, including any topknot, ushniya, or crown, but excluding any base or pedestal. Very often, the height of the base is included in published measurements of a statue. For the purposes of ranking the statues in this video, the height of any base or anything that extends above the crown or topknot is not included in the ranking measurement. The ranking is based solely on the height of the Buddha image with any topknot or crown. So if you consider these 2 statues, even though the statue on the right has a greater height due to its base, the statue on the left is ranked higher since the image of the Buddha is taller. The second reason this list is different from any other list is that I have personally visited all of the statues shown in this video and many more. All images of the Buddha statues shown in this video are my own. There are no photos or video clips from the internet. With each visit, I validated published measurements, and if there was an absence of measurements to facilitate the ranking, I took my own measurements. The third reason this list is different is that this list includes statues that do not appear on any other list. My research and travel include statues that seldom appear on the internet. Even for someone that has good familiarity of the Buddha statues in Thailand, I expect that there are 2, 3, or even 4 statues that they are unaware of in this video. So let's get started with the list. I will start with number 10 and work my way to number 1. At number 10 is the statue of Phutthachinawong at Wat Amphoran Wanaram in Lopburi. This statue is crafted after the Phutthachinawong located in Phutthachinawong, which is a highly regarded image of the Buddha in Thailand. Construction of the statue was mostly complete in 2018, and the site was finished in early 2026. The total structure has a height of 49 meters with a lap width of 32 meters. The statue rests on a platform that is 2 1/3 meters tall, and there's a thin pad between the image of the Buddha and the platform. Without the platform and the statue pad, the image of the Buddha is 46 meters tall, including the crown. At number 9 is the standing Buddha image of Somdej, also known as the first Buddha, at Phra Phan Buddhist Meditation Center in Chengdao, Chiang Mai. The Buddha is depicted wearing the emperor's robes. The Buddha was mostly complete in 2025, and as of March 2026, there was construction ongoing at the site. The total structure height is 59 meters. That height includes a 6-meter base that can be entered and a 3-meter tall lotus pedestal. Without the base and lotus pedestal, the image of the Buddha, including the crown, is 50 meters. At number 8 is the Prabhupada Dhammakaya Depmongkol at Wat Paknam Phutthachinawong in Bangkok. This is the largest statue of the Buddha in Bangkok. Completed in 2021, the Buddha is in a seated meditation pose in a half lotus leg position. The statue's exterior is bronze, an alloy of copper and tin, and is painted gold, making this the largest bronze statue of the Buddha in Thailand. The total structure height is 69 meters with a lap width of 40 meters. The statue has a significant base that includes a 6-meter tall building, a decorative lotus pedestal, and an amount of pad between the pedestal and the Buddha image. The pedestal with padding is 6.5 meters tall, which brings the total base to 12.5 meters. The height of the Buddha image with the crown and without the base is 56.5 meters. The lap width of this statue is nearly identical to the lap width of the statues at number 6 and 7 on this list, and accordingly, all three statues are very close in their ranking height. At number 7 is the Phra Kakusonto statue at Wapairongwa in Suphanburi. This is a seated Buddha image in the Maravijaya pose. The statue was constructed with concrete and was complete in 1980. A sign at the site indicates that the statue is 58 meters high with a lap width of 40 meters, sitting on a base that is 7.1 meters high. That measurement of 58 meters does not include the 7-meter base. There is a very short concrete pad that is part of the statue underneath the Buddha image that is approximately 1 meter high. The total height of the Buddha image with the crown and without the pad is 57 meters. Both the lap width and the image height are nearly identical to the statue at Wat Paknam Basishron in Bangkok. At number 6 is the Phra Chao Yai Kau Mukta Sri Thairat at Wat Roi Phra Phutthachinawong Marunram in Mukdahan. This is a seated white Buddha statue in the Maravijaya pose. It is constructed from reinforced concrete and was completed in 2017. The statue sits on an enormous base, including a building with an elevator and an interior display area with other images of the Buddha. The total structure height with the base is 84 meters. The image of the Buddha with its crown and without the base is 59.9 meters with a lap width of 39.99 meters, making this statue very close in size to those at number 7 and number 8 on this list. If overall structure height was the ranking measurement, at 84 meters, this would be the second tallest statue of the Buddha in Thailand. At number 5 is Phutthachinawong Mahamuni, also informally known as Luangpo Yai, at Wat Barapapiram in Roi Et. This is the largest standing Buddha statue in Thailand. The statue is constructed from reinforced concrete and took 8 years to build. It was started in 1973 and completed in 1981. The statue rests on a 3-part base. There is a short concrete pad that is approximately 0.6 meters high. You can see in this photo that there are just 3 steps to the top of the pad. There is a building that is 4.5 meters high and a lotus leaf pedestal that is 1.2 meters high, bringing the total base height to 6.3 meters. There are 2 signs posted on the wall of the building, one in Thai and one in English, that indicate the overall height is 67.85 meters and the Buddha height is 59.2 meters. Many people on the internet have subtracted the 59.2 from 67.85 and concluded that the base height is 8.65 meters. This is not correct. The base below the Buddha image is 6.3 meters. The difference is the crown. The measurement of the Buddha height provided by the sign is taken from the bottom of the feet to the top of the head, not including the crown. The total height of the Buddha image with its crown and without the base is 61.55 meters. At number 4 is the giant Buddha statue at Wat Pratat Si Somdej Phra Phutthachinawong in Hawaii Tong, Chiang Mai. This is a very unique statue. The statue is constructed of reinforced concrete and is mostly painted white. Although the statue is in a seated position, only the torso with arms and head and 1 foot are visible. The position of the hands are unlike any other statue. The height of the statue is 62 meters. This is measured from the lowest point where the concrete foot meets the hillside to the height of the top of the crown. The width of the shoulders is 31 meters. Set against a hillside, as opposed to being on top of the hill or on an elevated pedestal, the apparent height of this statue is very deceiving. When you stand in close proximity directly in front of the statue and look up, you get a full sense of the enormity of this statue. The statue was completed under the guidance of Phra Phan Thitamanon, the resident monk. Construction started around 2014 and was finished by the end of 2019. On October 28, 2019, the monk posted on Facebook, "It's almost finished, Lord." Sadly, the monk passed away in mid-2025 while working at the site. He was 57 years old and served for 33 years. There is a memorial display in the temple on top of the hill behind the statue that has pictures and a small statue of the monk. The statue of the Buddha remains as a visual testament to his dedication and virtue. May his goodness be with us forever. At number 3 is the Phra Metta at Wat Thap Klo in Pichit. As of April 2026, the statue construction is not completely finished, but the Buddha image is complete enough for it to be considered the third tallest statue of the Buddha in Thailand. The statue is in the Maravajai pose and is constructed with reinforced concrete and painted gold. Construction began in 2013 and is nearing completion. The height of the entire structure is 80 meters. The statue sits on a significant base consisting of a first layer of supporting columns that are approximately 7 meters tall and a decorative pedestal that is approximately 10 meters tall. This brings the height of the entire base structure to 17 meters. The image of the Buddha without its crown is 60 meters tall with a lap width of 60 meters. These measurements coincide with the earliest materials used by the temple in fundraising efforts. With its 3-meter crown, the total height of the Buddha image is 63 meters. When I showed the Buddha statue in Mukdahan at number 6 on this list, I mentioned that if the total structure height was the measurement used for ranking, it would be the second largest statue of the Buddha in Thailand. On the internet, some sources have incorrectly indicated that the Phra Metta at Wat Thap Klo is the second tallest statue of the Buddha in Thailand, and they used the total structure height of 80 meters as the measurement. If the total structure height is used for all statues, this statue is 4 meters shorter than the statue in Mukdahan and 15 meters shorter than the statue at number 1 on this list. In both cases, using structure height or using Buddha image height as the criteria, the statue is the third tallest in Thailand and not the second tallest. At number 2 is the Phra Chok statue at Wat Khao Wong Prachan in Lopburi. This statue is in the Maravajai pose and is constructed of reinforced concrete and painted gold. Construction was completed in 2018. The image of the Buddha rests on a pad that is approximately 4 meters high and is part of the statue. The entire statue sits on a platform that is approximately 4.5 meters high, measured from the bare ground at the back of the statue's structure. The total height of the structure, including the base, is 75 meters. Without the base platform and the pad at the bottom of the statue, the image of the Buddha is 66.5 meters tall with a lap width of 47 meters. At number 1 is the Phra Mahanawamitra Sakyamuni Sri Vichaycharn, or simply known as the Great Buddha of Thailand, at Wat Muang in Ang Thong. The statue is constructed from reinforced concrete and is painted gold and was completed in July of 2007. The statue is in the seated Maravajai pose. 2 signs at the temple indicate that the total height is 95 meters. These appear to be measurements of the entire structure, including the platform base. There is a very small pad, approximately 1 meter high, that is part of the statue under the image of the Buddha. Without the base platform and the pad at the bottom of the statue, the image of the Buddha with its crown is 91 meters tall with a lap width of 63 meters. The height of the Buddha image is 24 meters taller, and the total structure height is 11 meters taller than any other statue of the Buddha in Thailand. This is the tallest statue of the Buddha in Thailand by a considerable margin. That is the list of the top 10 tallest statues of the Buddha in Thailand. If you would like to visit any or all of these statues and would like map coordinates, I have a website at flyingpuma.com with a page that provides more information about these statues and other large statues. If there was a statue that you were expecting to see in this list that was not included, I encourage you to check out the webpage to see if it is listed there. Researching and visiting these statues took more than a year. I freely admit that it is possible there is another statue that I missed or I made a mistake. If you visit the website and are aware of a statue that I missed or made a mistake, please send me a comment using the contact form on the website. As a closing note, these are all extraordinary images of the Buddha that we are able to enjoy and appreciate. This video is dedicated to Phra Phan Thitamanon and the people, temples, and communities that came together to build these magnificent statues.